Welcome to the Raw Quiz Show where the spice flows. Tonight, I am joined by Jack Cornwall,
Yep.
Tim Robbins, Gail Robbins, Rachel Wall, and guesting tonight, Byron Lafayette. Now, Byron is, of course, dead, and last week he guest hosted for us. But this week, he's just going to be a guest combatant. And the way that works is if Byron gets a question right, he will determine whether or not who gets normal points. If they're normal points, he will determine who gets hurt. If they're bow points, and if they're sword points, he determines who gets to use them. He himself is not on the scoreboard, but should he answer a question correctly, he will have a chance to impact the game. Thanks for joining us, Byron. It's going to be fun.
I mean, he already died once. It's because he couldn't answer questions, so I'm not that worried about it.
I have died before.
Well, guys, let's get into this. Our first question is a culture question for 10 bow points. What is the name for the sandworms in Frank Herbert's Dune that produced the spice melange?
Ask the question again. I'm sorry.
Jack.
Never mind.
Shy Halud?
Yes.
I'm saying that correctly.
The Shy Halud. Yes, that is correct. You have 10 bow points. Where are they going?
Rachel.
Oh, the long delay. Shocker.
This is my surprised face.
This is mine.
That's Byron's right there. Look at his.
Yeah, he's got the surprise face all the time.
Wait, Byron was supposed to pick.
No, he
No.
only picks if he gets the question.
He's still got to get the question right. So
Hey, I mean, I'm more than happy, you know.
Random side note, for some reason, Byron and Tim switched places on my screen. And
Yeah,
Tim is where Byron was. And for a second, I thought I was seeing Byron's face.
well, he looks just like Tim.
Yeah, it's because Tim turned his camera off for a second.
Yeah.
That used to play havoc on me in the editing.
Yeah. Oh, it's so great.
It doesn't bother me anymore because now I can just force it to stay where I need it. All right. Our next question is a science question for 10 normal points. Roughly how many of the planet Arrakis would it take to reach the moon?
Oh my God.
I don't know if it actually counts as science.
Does that count as science?
Like,
Look,
it's not a real planet.
Look, the moon question has always been in the science category as the loosest application of the term. But where else am I going to put it? History? It's not culture either.
Jack.
Jack.
God, that can't be right. 274,571.
You're
Yeah.
right. It can't be right.
What? Yeah.
Gail, what is it?
110.10.
That is correct.
Yes.
That is correct.
Yeah, I don't know what it's. Oh, well.
Did you
It
do
helps.
the radius?
No, it helps if I spell Arrakis correctly and not type in Icarus.
Oh. I was like, what
Is that-
random planet are you looking at?
But
Oh,
how is this
no.
Icarus spelled, by the way? I'm curious as to
I
planet
spell-
Icarus.
Well, I put in Iracus and it said, "Did you mean Icarus?" And I'm just reading it right off the Google search.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, there is a planet. No, it's an asteroid. It's not even
Yeah,
a planet, man.
asteroid. That's why I was like 1.4 kilometers. That can't be correct.
Nice.
If Pluto isn't a planet, Icarus definitely isn't.
R.I.P. Pluto.
Pluto's not a planet either. Rip.
Yeah, but it's still there.
It's
Yeah,
still my
but-
favorite.
But if Icarus was classified as a planet at 1.4 kilometers and Pluto isn't, that's just rude. That's
I mean,
real
it might be
nasty
considered
work.
a planetoid, maybe.
I think
I
it's a
don't know.
dwarf planet. I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's classified as a dwarf planet. But anyway, The Raw Quiz Show is not an educational tool. We do not guarantee anything we're saying here is right. Our next question is a history question for 10 sword points. What date did the Christians capture Jerusalem in the First Crusade?
I cannot type.
Gail,
Yeah, what you got?
July 15th, 1099.
Rachel,
I have a different date, but I am going to double check that. Rachel, what do you have?
June 7th to July 15th, 1099.
No.
Byron.
Byron, what do you have?
Let's see. Was it July 15th, 1099?
That is what Gail said.
Jack.
Rachel,
Jack, what do you have?
August 15th, 1096.
No. I'm gonna
Tim.
take
Rachel.
I'm gonna take Gail's answer.
Yeah, I think Gail is correct.
So
Yeah.
I have July 14th,
yeah,
that's
that,
what
1099.
that's
that
what
is
Gail
the-
said.
that is the actual correct answer.
I thought she
Uh,
said the 15th.
She did say the 15th.
It gives
That
a
is
range.
everything
enough.
says is the 15th.
Mine gives a range from the 7th to the
7th to
15th.
the 15th. Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
they conquered it on the 14th, and it was attacked up to the 15th. So
They said it
the-
fell on the 15th.
Yeah, because
Right.
apparently History Channel says that they.
History Channel.
I was going from
That's
that.
actually what I'm looking at is history.com, and they're just like, July
Yeah,
14th, they penetrated the defenses, the gate was opened, and the city was captured.
Yeah, they arrived there on June 7th, so that was when they got there.
Well, Wikipedia says.
ooh, Wikipedia. Tim, go ahead and stab somebody.
Tim,
Oh.
stab someone.
Well,
wait.
Tim, don't stab me.
according to the Crusader Reddit forum,
Tim, remember
Well, I
who
mean,
came?
even if Gail gets the points, I'm still getting stabbed, so it
Hey.
doesn't matter.
I made a vow earlier before God and man and Ryan and Rachel and some random people I've never played with before that I was going to stab Jack, so I'm going to stab Jack.
Yes.
Well, I mean, if it was Gail, I would be her only target.
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you stab back no more. All right, our next question is a random category question for 10 normal points. We are going to do a scavenger hunt. It's
Oh
kind of
my God.
ironic given the circumstances, but H2 go.
I got
Right
it right
here.
here
Water. Oh,
Dang.
in this
water.
cup.
Jack was first.
I
Mine keeps
literally was-
disappearing on the screen.
I'm so angry right now. I literally pulled it up and then it disappeared in my background.
I went all beakery in science.
Right.
I think
the
Gale's
picture.
is the only one you can actually tell is water.
Fair.
I mean, I could pull
Or
it out if you
Rachel's.
want.
I literally went like this and then it disappeared in the background.
See, there's just
I-
water
I-
in there.
Yeah, Rachel, everyone did. I just think Jack was slightly faster than everyone else.
but I
It
thought
looked-
Jack was drinking the milk of magnesium.
I am.
He
That's in a
was.
separate
That
glass.
is not
That's in
water
a
his
separate
cup.
Jack
glass.
must have like
Different
7 different
glass.
drinks on his desk.
I can
Different
assure you
glass.
that is not water in his cup.
This isn't, but there's water in this one.
That's what happened when he disappeared from the screen. He was standing up and he was like doing the whole mixing and like,
Yep.
So
throwing all the
he's-
cups in the air. And
he's got the duck feces drink, and then he's got the milk of magnesia as a palate cleanser, and then the
It's-
water prepares
It's
him
the
for the
gas
next.
of a duck drink. It's the duck, flatulence.
It's
I
not
knew
making it any better.
To be fair, I have heard of it before, and it is an actual drink called a duck fart.
I knew it was not feces.
Jack.
I was just having fun with the concept.
I know.
So, either way, it was a very, very fast scavenger hunt. Next question is also a random category question for 10 bow points. We are going to play the elimination game. We will be going in my views order. So that would be Jack, Tim, Gail, Rachel, Byron. All right. So Jack, start us off with planets of our solar system.
Earth.
Tim,
Mercury.
Gail,
Venus.
Rachel,
Uranus.
Byron,
Mars.
Jack,
Jupiter.
Tim.
Neptune.
Oh, Neptune. Gail,
Saturn.
Rachel.
The moon.
No.
That's not a planet.
Pluto. Pluto. It is
Pluto's not a planet anymore either.
I think we ran
Icarus.
out.
To the 90s where it was.
There's only 8 of them.
Yeah, we
to
did run
choose
out.
from.
I think we ran out. Like
But you
that was
said the
actually-
moon.
I know.
Well, we ran out, and she was just like, "I'm just gonna."
Sure.
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
throwing
name
it out
eight.
there.
Yeah.
Other astral bodies.
Icarus.
I love how we all became 7 years old after the Uranus comment.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Rachel's laugh didn't help.
No. I think that's more what it was.
Yeah. So,
Isn't it pronounced Uranus?
that's not
Uranus.
any better.
That's not better.
That's not better.
Nope.
Like,
Totally not.
they tried. There's no way to pronounce that. That's not silly. So,
Oh,
Byron, start us off with popular sodas.
Dr. Pepper.
Jack,
Coca-Cola.
Tim,
A&W root beer.
Rachel. Pepsi.
Gail,
Kale.
Fanta.
Byron.
Tiki Punch.
Okay, I'll count it.
Me?
Jack.
Pepsi, because Rachel's not in and she doesn't count.
Tim.
Fanta pineapple.
Yeah.
Might be questionable if it's popular.
Yeah, it exists though. So
I will go with cheer wine.
Ooh.
Byron.
Dr. Pepper, strawberries and cream.
Mountain Dew.
The second one.
Yes.
Tim.
Seagram's ginger ale.
Ooh, that's a good pull. Gail.
Let's go with cream soda.
That counts. Byron.
Coke space flavor.
That can't be real.
It is.
It is a real
Very
one.
good.
Mountain Dew Code Red.
Oh no, not this.
Pepsi Blue.
All right. And let's go with Fago Red Pop.
Wow.
Gail.
Byron.
Sprite.
Byron.
Rachel.
Mountain Dew Blue Voltage.
Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
I knew Baja Blast was coming.
Crystal Pepsi.
Well, since
Deep
nobody
cut
said it's
Pepsi.
Sprite. Sure.
Yeah. Byron.
Hey, no Googling.
Shasta Lemon Lime.
Cherry Coke.
Uh,
What was that laugh?
What?
Go.
Byron laughing
Oh
like
shit,
a
it's my
psychopath.
turn.
Yes.
Yes.
Pacifico.
Burners.
Good one.
Yeah. Byron, your turn.
No one
Uh,
has said Mountain Lion from Food Lion.
Oh, not generic. Generic doesn't
Mountain
count.
Breeze.
I'm going to go with a Sprite lemonade.
I'm gonna go with you took too long, so I'm cutting this short.
Oh.
We could have
Honestly,
kept going.
I took
I
long
had
too. I
Vanilla
give it to 'em.
Coke, Orange Coke. You ever been to Moe's? There's like 17 flavors of Coke you can get.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have you had the cranberry Sprite? It's actually
cranberry
really
Sprite
good
is
mixing for
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Cranberry
one-
Sprite is like, look, I love Christmas. Yeah. Cranberry Sprite is like the best thing about the Christmas season.
Yeah.
I will say the black cherry burners was also fantastic.
it stays.
But you guys could have gone through the whole Fanta range. It could have been
Yeah, I was
Fanta
thinking about it.
orange, Fanta blue, Fanta pineapple, Fanta
Peach.
Yeah.
The
It's
problem
like
the problem is
bubble,
we
like
started
shrimp,
Yeah.
salad, shrimp,
Yep.
fried shrimp.
The one I was
Diet
saving,
Fanta. That's about it.
Yep.
the one I was
What-
saving for the end was a ranch flavored soda. Does exist.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ew, Byron.
there is.
I
There's
said-
some
I said
They
bad.
have
popular.
ice cream too. I was like, oh.
I was
Well,
waiting for wild cherry Pepsi.
The
Like-
Oh, it's so
problem
good.
the problem with the Fanta thing is it was so scattershot. There somebody was bound to accidentally repeat one that had already been said.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. And then me and
Alright.
Byron started taking an Omar approach and just went
Yes.
all Mountain Dews.
I'm sure y'all forgot
Mountain
like
Dew
12
gingerbread
Mountain Dews.
edition.
Code red.
Yeah, the
It's all-
gingerbread one was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not like that.
All right. Jack, start us off with European
Hang
nations.
on, sorry.
What is it?
Okay, no, my monitor just shut off
Oh.
on me and I couldn't see anything. I'm back.
Gotcha.
I didn't
European
hear you, Ryan.
nations.
France.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
European,
European
nations,
nations.
Gail.
Okay. Got
And
it.
I said France.
So
Got it.
Tim,
Poland,
Norway,
Portugal.
Tim.
I thought I just went before her. Isn't it Jack?
I did. I
He's
said,
already-
I said Portugal.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed it. Ukraine.
Sweden.
Wait. Ukraine's European?
Is that
Yeah, I
considered-
think so.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Eastern
Well, they're
Europe.
not an EU member, but it's part of
Fine.
the European.
What'd
They're
you
continent.
say?
close.
What'd you say, Gail?
I said Sweden.
Okay, Spain.
Norway.
I already said that.
Dang it. Oh. I was like working my way across like the northern.
Yeah, I was
I'm
starting.
like,
I
so
was
was
starting
I.
from
Norway,
guys were on the
Sweden, Finland,
north.
Estonia.
I'm starting on the left of the European continent and moving to the right.
Yeah, I noticed that with you, Jack. You started with France and then started making your way.
And there's
Although
literally like
actually, Portugal is more west than France.
It is. France was just
But-
the first one that came to mind.
Yeah.
and there's like 5 nations within Great Britain itself.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And if you count whatever Czechoslovakia is now, it's like 17.
Uh,
It is.
It's
Yeah. If you can
still
name 'em all.
Czechoslovakia.
Yeah.
Austria, Hungary.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Austria,
and
Hungary, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, all the EAs.
Yep.
Basically,
She
you
just
get,
said
like-
all the Ias.
Yes.
you get
Like
you get, like-
Lithuania, Estonia, all the EAs. All the ones kind of like you have the stands. You have the stands and the EAs.
you get like 50 nations out of the Soviet Union collapsing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's true.
pretty crazy. All right, it's down to Jack and Gail, and our last category for the night is, and I'm very specific here, and I'm going to give an example of what you can't do here, right? So, types of means of modern travel. What you can't do is like break down by listing different types of cars. You could say cars, but you couldn't say Volkswagen, BMW.
Okay.
Just the broad category.
Yeah, we get it.
All right. So, Gail, you're starting us off because Tim went out.
All right. We will go with airplane.
And I will go with the obvious cars.
I will go with bus,
Train.
trolley,
Hmm.
Ooh. Subway.
Which is just train, but underground.
I know it is. I don't know that was.
I'm gonna let it slide, but yeah, it's a different experience at least, right? You know.
hot air balloon.
Really?
Yes,
Zeppelin.
they still do
You
that.
just tried Subway, mister.
I know. Zeppelin.
Alright, we will go gondola.
I love like how close to you
Okay,
guys are getting the line.
segue.
Ooh. We go scooter.
Electric or foot powered?
I'm gonna go with horse-drawn carriage. It's tough.
I'm gonna knock it out because types of means of modern travel.
Ah,
I mean, the Amish do use the horse and buggy.
Yeah, the Amish are explicitly not modern.
there's a horse and buggy. Yeah, that's true. I can't argue with that one.
Nobody was gonna go with the Heelys, like the modern day,
Dude,
Yeah,
use it
that
to
was
travel.
so last century.
Yeah.
It was borderline.
I mean, Segway was pretty borderline.
Segway was very borderline.
There's still Segway tours.
and Subway as opposed to train was really cutting it close.
Well, a train is on
Elevated rail.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, trolley is the like
No.
a trolley's not a
trolleys?
train.
That you have those like with they're different.
not that different.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's one
That's
car
like-
typically instead of
yeah, in the scheme
Yeah.
of things, it's still there's trains
like-
that run with
it's-
wires too.
It's look,
Okay.
it's the difference between blimp and zeppelin. Okay, your
Yes,
hair's splitting at this
exactly.
point.
All right, what kind of points were those?
dirigible.
Bo, dirigible.
Oh.
Yes,
We'll still get Jack anyway.
Oh
Yeah,
my God, Gail.
goodness. Okay, that one was a long one. I think that was probably the longest one we have going here. So, next
Well, you
question.
chose sodas as a category. I mean, come on.
That you
True.
kind of walked into
Yeah.
that one.
Well, I let a lot slide there with popular. So,
I could
look,
have let the moon or Pluto slide, but
yeah, that's
Those aren't planets. That's pretty much a
I feel like
distinction.
Pluto should still count. You know,
thank you,
But
Tim.
she said the moon.
she said the moon
the
first.
moon
yeah.
doesn't count. No,
I corrected myself.
I might have let Pluto slide, but the moon is just definitely wrong. All right, our next question is a history question for 10 normal points. On May 31st, 1279 BC, who assumed the throne of Egypt as pharaoh?
Tim
Jack.
Tim, what you got?
Ramses II.
Ramses II is correct. That was really fast.
That was really fast.
Because all you have to do is type in the date and it comes up.
Yep.
Oh, of course.
All right. Well, since that was so fast, we'll just do a culture question for 10 sword points. According
wait,
to box office.
what did I
Mo-
get? Was it
Yeah, what
normal
does Tim get?
Yeah, they were normal.
Oh,
We
okay.
got 'em.
Yeah.
We got 'em. So our next question is a culture question for 10 sword points. According to Box Office Mojo, how much did Mad Max Fury Road gross worldwide?
Rachel?
Rachel, what do you got?
45.2 million USD.
No.
Byron.
Jack.
Byron, what do you have?
374,736,354.
That is correct. For 10 sword points, who gets them?
All
So
right.
wait. Is he choosing who gets hit or who gets to use them?
Who gets the sword points?
I am going to choose. You know what? I'm actually going to choose Tim because in the chat he said he wanted to avenge me, so
Oh,
I'm going to give him the points.
So, Tim, how are you going to avenge?
I mean, Tim, Gail is 20 points ahead of you.
Very true. So I guess the question is, how vindictive am I feeling?
Are you a man of your word?
And
And
am I
how
a man
much-
of my word?
Yeah.
And how much
well,
money does Jack have?
I have plenty of money. Depending on what you need.
Good. I'm gonna attack the rich bastard.
He thought this was a bribe. This is a stick up. All right. Wow. Okay. what I thought would end up being just like corrupt bribery and capitalism ended up being, revolutionary.
Yeah, that's wrong.
I mean, if we're all honest, Tim was never gonna hit Gail with those.
Hey, I gotta like convince her to let me buy something expensive later. So no.
All right.
Yeah,
Well-
that $30 throw pillow he wants.
All right, with the brown nosing out of the way, our next question is a science question for 10 normal points. Approximately how long can a human live without water?
Jack,
Jack,
3 days.
3 days is correct.
God, that was just a straight guess, and that's awesome.
Was it really a straight guess? That's amazing.
Yes, it really was.
Wow.
I mean, it's not long with water. I know it's,
No,
it's really,
Yeah.
it's not long.
Rule of 3.
Yeah.
You can live 3 minutes without air, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food.
Yep.
Unless you're Tom Cruise.
That's a crappy
Unless
3
you're
weeks.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise.
That is a very crappy 3 weeks. I mean,
Yeah.
look, yeah, it's a crappy 3 minutes, but it's 3 minutes, like starving really sucks though.
3 days
Yeah.
without water would deteriorate really fast.
Yeah, I'm not saying
And to be honest, 3 weeks without food depends on if you're getting vitamins and minerals from other sources. Because I mean, you have people who fast longer than that.
sure,
Not uncommon.
but yeah, either way, 3 weeks is a long time to be suffering that way. All right, our
I
next
wouldn't
question.
last
What
that
kind of
long.
point? What kind of points were those? Normal? Yeah, I
Normal,
see
yeah.
it. Never mind.
Yep.
Man, I know what's coming.
Our next question is a culture question for 10 bow points. Without including subsequent laps, what is the longest Mario Kart track in Mario Kart history?
Tim,
Tim,
Rainbow Road.
which one?
I'm in 64.
Jack. Ugh.
Gail.
The 64 one is not correct, so
Dang it.
Are you sure?
I am certain. I'm going to double check that real quick.
Is it
think-
Bluetoothed?
It
Actually,
plays
that
your-
is a good question.
Humidifier.
It is
It
actually.
plays your favorite music. It's an Amazon Alexa.
I mean, is it Alexa compatible? Like for real?
No,
Oh,
no.
Alexa, turn on the humidifier.
I
Hey,
guarantee that exists.
Around our place, that would be a thing.
I guarantee
So-
that exists. Okay, I'm bringing it up. Come on now.
That would be
Tim's
like
just like, yep, I know it would be.
that would be like a Criminal Minds episode where somebody hacks in and like just boils somebody with the humidifier
Yeah.
using Alexa.
Yep.
Okay. Trying to figure out how it's powered.
I'm sure it's just plugged in, but it is a good question.
Yeah.
None of the photos. Okay, there
I
it
love
is
how,
plugged in.
when I brought up, like the humidifier is a murder weapon, everyone was quiet except for Jack going like, yep.
Yep. You just dump some arsenic in that and you're humidifying the whole room.
Yep.
Everybody's dead.
Can I say something random really quick? I was just
Sure.
looking at everyone's little screen, and Gail, you look really cute tonight.
Oh, thank you.
I was like, oh,
She
she
does
just
look cute.
looks really, really cute.
When
She does.
Okay, continue.
Although I'm contractually obligated to say that.
your humidifier poisoning
I mean, you're
sounds
always
like
cute, to be clear.
the
But
slowest version of the Batman Begins plot.
Hey, whatever works. It's just
Alright.
it's just constant.
Just imagining like Scarecrow
Yeah.
riding around handing out humidifiers to everyone. Make sure you plug it in tonight at 10 p.m. Yes.
It has special essential oils added to the water. It'll make you sleep great.
I just want to say,
Pyramid
Scarecrow
scheme
is like
Scarecrow.
That is like my worst nightmare that I didn't even realize until I saw that movie. Like,
Essential
be-
oils.
So
terrifying.
we now have Pyramid Scheme Scarecrow. Byron, I'll give you first bid.
Okay. I'm going to guess $39.99.
That's $40 because we're only full
Yeah.
dollars, Byron.
That is correct. I'm gonna type the $39.99 anyway, but whatever. It actually only counts as it. You have to choose like the when I write down the price, I don't round at all. I just drop the decimal. So, do you want 39 or 40?
Let's do 39.
Okay. Rachel,
120.
$120. Gail,
81.
$81. Tim,
$57.
$57. And Jack,
So what do we got? 39, 57, and then Gail is at like 80 something.
81, and then Rachel has 120.
58.
58. All right. Actual retail value, and you're not gonna believe this, $39.99.
Oh my god!
No.
Nice.
Byron perfectly got that. So Byron,
Nice.
10 normal points to a person of your choice. Choosing?
Amazing.
Let's see. Who? What are the
So
tallies?
Gail's at 75, Tim's
She
at
doesn't need your
55,
points.
Jack's at 30, and Rachel's at 15.
I'm gonna give him to Jack.
It's
Keeping it
Wow.
interesting.
it's not the worst answer you could give. Not
I mean,
the
it's
best,
close.
but it's not the worst. It's the one you most medium suspect.
Ah.
Well, guys, this has been a lot of fun. I really appreciate this. I don't know if y'all noticed, this is a very Dune themed episode.
Yeah.
So
Worms,
that was fun.
Arrakis, we got it.
Yes,
Humidifier.
humidifier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made y'all search for water. It's a very sneaky Dune episode. But guys, thank you. This has been a ton of fun. Thanks again, Byron, for being here for a guest spot. He's dead now, like really dead. Not coming back.
Oh,
Didn't we
You
bank
can still
po-
come back.
Didn't we bank points to make sure he stayed dead?
Yes.
You
Yeah,
double
because-
That was
tapping,
the
dude.
double tap.
Yep. There was a double tap because there was a possibility he could have got the comment question from the previous week, and we were like, okay, we'll just make sure he's dead then. The first person in the history of the Raw Quiz Show to end with negative 10 points. Well, guys, thank you. This has been a ton of fun. No comment question for this week, but please do feel free to like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment of your own if you want to. There's no comment question, but that doesn't mean you can't have comments.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. It's been a blast.
Later.